Yeah, good evening. Uh, I'm most fired up to give us updates, on trade. And I did tell us something that in times like this, it's better to stay with one instrument. You can make your money with just one instrument, flipping from pound USD, gold, silver, and all of that, looking for fast money, looking for fast move. Most of the time, it's because we don't know what we are really doing. If you know what we are doing and what price will do or is likely to do, you can still manage your trade within few 100 pips, 50 pips, if you actually can see the structure. Now, at this point, of our training, we do know the direction of trade, what is going to give us. What could be most challenging is the timing. So the timing, the spot exactly that we are going to execute these trades. It's what is uh, uh, the challenge for any waiver. Yeah, any waiver trader, structured trader. Yeah, that's the timing so that we don't enter too early or too late, because eventually price will do what we expect, because some structures have to play out, and there are levels that price you expect that price will not breach. But when he's going to do it is what is most desirable, and that we have to look into to get that. So let me go inside and update on what I taught us on the last video. So this is going to be a pretty short video. So you can see on the daily candle, this is the daily candle. And these two candles had formed from, this was where I was, and these two candles had formed, and I gave my position. So, but I don't see that the candle is going to break this for now. If the candle should break this for now, then it's something else. But I don't expect that, and I don't expect that to happen. So there are things you should not expect to happen. And so we are saying that price is going to is not going to ride up to this point. It shouldn't even get close to it. That's a decision of less than 140, 45 pips. So price cannot take that up from the structure point of view. It's not as if price is going to shock me, or his price is going to do something funny. Even if there's a level that you can anticipate that price should not, based on the structure that is unfolding, and a price should engage that structure, then you should know that something had changed. But price wouldn't just do that based on what has been happening. So let me take out my points again. So this is pretty much what I taught us the last time. I'm going to go inside of 4 hour, price action alone will not do it. And you can see that drawing your support and 4 hour support and resistance, price does not really respect all of that. Price won't respect all of that. So saying that this is the one level of support that you want or resistance, price will break through freely. And like here, you want to say there is a support here, there is a resistance here or here or here, price will break it freely. So the price broke it down and price is breaking it again. Yeah. So it's structure. So it's about structure. So if you understand wave and structures, then you should understand, you will see things. But now, if you remember, I specifically said we want to see what is going to play within this purple coloration that I have here. And Now it's becoming more obvious. It's now more obvious to me that yes, we are now going to do the ending structure of the last wave. On the bigger time frame, I said this is a 3 on the bigger time frame. This is a 3. So if I may quickly go back there or not, I like teaching. So we have seen a wave 1 and a wave 2 and a wave 3, and this is a wave 4. So we should not break above wave 4. We shouldn't break above this level of 10000. So we shouldn't break above that this level now. We shouldn't. Of course, we can still break above this. If I can break above that, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, we can break above this, but this is where we shouldn't break above. So we have 4 already. So we want to see this is an ending structure: 1, 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5. Now, this ending structure can potentially stall here or go below it. But what is going to happen? So what will help us if it's going to break it or not is whatever is playing out here now. So from what I can see now, the movement here suggests to me that price wouldn't just break here, but price is going to break here from what I can see. So that is how to wait for structure to decide. But we're going to see the inside, in the inside of that now. Let me go back to 4 hour. So this last leg of 5 is what we want to see the ending structure. This maybe now be 1 now, a 2, we should see a 3, a 4, and a 5. That is also going to give us time to exit trade because the structure formation and our ability to really read that structure, price will give us time to look for an exit before they change the tide. So that is what we should be expecting. Let me go back there. 4 hour. So now, for sure now, this was one wave, the second wave of this particular structure. So 1, 2, and a 3, and a 4 of it, and a 5 of it that I showed us, correctly so. I showed us this is a 3 and a 4. And we now have a push outside to have a 4, which is a structure 1, and a structure 2 broken, and the 3-wave structure broken here. We now had a 4, we had the 5th wave ending here. So now the 5th wave ending here means that we completed the whole of this. We don't need this anymore. I just used that to teach us. So we don't need that anymore. Now, so with that broken, and of course, we don't need this also anymore. It's been broken. So with that broken, those structures are broken, and now we have a 1 of the ending structure of the final leg. So we're going to see a 2 of the ending structure of the final leg, a 3 of it, a 4 of it, and a 5 of it. It will be enough for us to get out. So this might actually be taking the whole of this month, and we might be having a change of guard by next month. But we're going to also engage and see what is unfolding here. So the first is to think that after this, the big 4 here and the 5 here, we may think that, oh, it's going to form an expanded flat here, which is an A and a B and a C. Now, it has gotten exactly the limit of that expanded flat here, and it has broken it. So I can tell you for free that we are not seeing an expanded, even if it formed an expanded flat, it's still going to be a wave 2. So this looks set to break this 123. Of course, because it looks set to break it, let me go inside of a 1 minute time frame. Sorry, 1 hour time frame now. Okay. Now, we said it's going to break it. Because I know it's going to break it, then I should know for wave 2 where this thing should not break for a wave 2. where it should not break for a wave 2. If I consider this as the limit of a wave 1 now, and that the top here is the beginning of that wave 1, then it shouldn't get to 90 at least. It shouldn't get to 90. We should know that yes, this is hit here. So the 90 actually falls here at that rate. So price should not break above 0.99650. So that is what we are saying. Price may get to, in fact, I don't even expect price to breach 0.99500. That is what I'm saying now. I don't expect price to breach 0.99500, which is here at this level. But of course, price may breach this golden yellow of the two of this structure, of this particular structure, which we have ended. So now this is of the this triad now, which is an A and a B and a C. This is 100 because I said I expect 100 to be taken, and I gave all those step-by-step analysis of why and why and why and why and why I wouldn't expect that this one, because it cannot be a 4 of this particular structure because it has broken above 50 that I knew. These are things we pick on, with experience. They're going to pick it because I knew that if this one is a 2 to this one cannot be a 4 anymore. That is the beginning of a new structure, and which I must see as quickly as possible. Let me do it again. To this, if this is a 5, and I told us in that video that this is already a 50, breaking above it, and it could be a 2, but I would rather want that 2 to still move within this structure that I'm seeing, and that is what is now playing out. And I said in a voice note that I said on the orb, I would rather see this now as an A and a B, and that we're going to have a C leg. And that C leg should complete the move to the upside, and we should see more down. So we don't want to break here. So if I want to, or I may, let me now label this new structure. Quickly. So what we are anticipating now is that we see this move now within this now structure, a new structure that is, for me, it's more, reasonable for me to think that this has handed itself, and I shouldn't. Of course, we could have considered this and this as a C structure, but that C structure, if it's going to play out that way, shouldn't have breached this because that's the limit of an expanded flat. And let me take it again for us to see that from here, which is the beginning of that B, also the end of that B, to the beginning of a B, then to the beginning of the A shouldn't be more than, okay, it can even still go up. I think we are just at its 100, okay? So we can still technically be looking for that. So this is its 100 now of that expanded flat. So that's its 100. So, and we may also, we could be expecting that it may do a 123. So we should still put that at the back of our mind. So, but the least we should expect is that really. Oh my God. Okay, so the least we should expect is this really. For a 123 since 100 is broken. So like I said, you may just take, a small chance at 100. So now it looks most likely that it is going to get to 123 at least 123. Most likely it's going to get 123. So the counting of the internal wave of this also would help. It's going to help us. The counting of it is going to help us. So I'm going to still go inside of that. So, but with what is happening here, the way this had gone for over 8 hours, so I can tell you we are going to break above it. So where me, I can still afford the drawdown. So I can still afford the drawdown because I know we're not going to go past this level. So just a small, then, this is where we were, 98,200. I said we should close it because the structure had changed, and rightfully so, it has. And price had gone, a bit above it by 25 pips now. So we're going to see more upside from what I can tell from here. We're going to see more upside. So we now have hay here, and this is another. So we are looking at two scenarios now for this structure. The two scenario of, if asked about the structure, two scenario now. Two scenario. One of them will play out. One of them will play out. The first scenario is to see this as A and a B and a C, where we have the limit of that, where this purple is. Okay, that's the first scenario. Now, the second scenario now is to see this as an A structure and a B structure, and which can now play as what? As a zigzag. And that zigzag, we're going to use this blue for that zigzag now. So using this blue for that zigzag. Using blue for that zigzag. So that's a B. So an A, B, and we're going to see a C. So where C can be at 100 or 123. So where would that be? So for that structure in itself, where this is an A and this is a B, okay, the end of an A and the beginning of A to B. So if it's going to be a zigzag, it's also laying perfectly where we have a 123 of this structure A, B, C. The 100 of it is very close. So I think that's a good meeting point for these two at 100, okay? Is a good meeting point. And for that blue, so for me, I might still see this area at a very good area if I bring this one down here. That's the first area. Then the second area where it can now be is where the former two actually lies, which is around there, here. So I can even put this one here. It doesn't matter. So it doesn't really matter. So potentially, this is the area I'll be looking for price now, based on what I'm seeing here. So I'm seeing that this is like, if you take this one as a zigzag, at 100, it's here. If you take this one as an extend span flat, it's almost at this level. So if you really want to sell here, the level of 98,863, which is 98,8, you can do 98,840 for spread. So 98,840, 0.98840 is where you can actually begin to look for a sell here, 840. Night 840 looks perfect for a sell, for me, if you want to sell, because I see price is going to go above that and get to this point. That is it. So, but for all of these, they will still play within a 2 of the structure. So if you look at the whole structure, first, let's look at this, why I take this one as a zigzag. From here to this point itself, we have to look at the retracement. The retracement is more than 50. Can you see? So that is why it can now be a zigzag to the upside. So it can be a zigzag to the upside. Even if it's still moved lower, if it had moved lower to this point, it can still be a zigzag to the upside once it does not break this one. So price decided to move lower. Like I told you, I said I would want price to still push upper, to push more up and look for opportunity. So I'm taking another one opportunity here. I'm going to take another opportunity here, and I will be taking another opportunity if price does not react here. Then I'll be looking for another opportunity here. So this will be the last place I'll be looking for an opportunity to sell. So you must know why we look for those opportunities. So it's 3 spots now. So this one is gone. I know price is going to break it. And price is giving me time if I want to exit, to look for opportunity here. And if I don't get an opportunity here, this is the last place I'm going to get an opportunity. Now, if I'm going to look at the entire structure of 1 to 2 from here, if that is okay, so from 1 to 2, so if you look at it, this area is 61.8. Price will not respect that because price is following this structure here, and it's 70. Price may also stall here, but it's not impossible for price to stall here. So anything may just give here. So, and this is why at times we try to look at whatever is happening around this area. You don't know what structural price is going to take, if it's going to take all, but I think the structure in the middle is what that is unfolding here, is what the price is going to make actually to get a level. So we should be looking at this and this area. For me, if I may just want to do something, I think I rather want to go for something here. I want to go for something in between this space for price to return in between that space. In between that space for price to return. So that is the area I'll be focusing my attention, more to sell this area. And that area also is not small. It's an area of about 40, 50 pips. So, but this is where I'm going to put my stop loss. Your stop loss should be at, let's say, 0.99750. Yeah, 0.99750 should be your stop loss. And so once we have a reaction here, we can now look for where TP is going to be. Tentatively, you can put your TP at 0.94200. But once we get a reaction, then it will be clearer to us. So for now, that is what it is. Now, so we're going to get a 2. We're going to get a 2. So once we get a 2 of the ending structure, the final ending structure, then we'll be looking for a 3, a 4, and a 5. So for now, that is what I can see. Now, going inside of the 15 minutes time frame to see what has formed here between this structure. Now, this pretty much went up like like a 3-wave. You can see when they are doing their 3-wave, you don't even know how to look at the 3-wave again. So you are confused. So this is a wave, which is wave 1 and a wave 2 and a wave 3, and they ended it here. So these waves is not, it doesn't have to be equal leg. Can you see? It doesn't have to be equal leg. Even if you go in, that's 15 minutes. Let's even push it instead of 5 minutes. It's not going to go that equal leg. Equal leg. It's not going to do that. Let's look at it. So you can see the way it has gone. Instead of 5 minutes, the 5 minutes time frame are giving us, like a five-wave structure, really, where you see this one as a 1 and a 2, and instead of a 3, this one gives us a 3 of it. From here to here, a 3. So here is a 1, a 2, then from here, a 3. A 3, 1, a 3, 2, a 3, 3, a 3, 4, then 4, then 4 here, 5 here. So it made this look like a five-way structure, those very sharp on the 5 minutes. And then we have this to the downside as a B and a C, which is a connector. So, but that is the way it had looked here now. But on the 1 hour time frame, I would rather take it as an A, B, and a C to finish the structure of A. And now we now have a flat for a B. Now, so we had a flat for a B here. So where you see this one at A and a B and a C here to finish this correction here in the middle here. So this is like a truncated flat here, which I can call here now, okay, which I can call we have a regular, we have expanded flat, and we have a running flat. So this looks more like a running flat here in the middle. This is not expanded. This looks like a running flat, not a regular flat. In a regular flat, you would have expect, okay, where, yes, in a regular, where it could be, no, it's not a regular flat, because in a regular flat, you will expect an extension of like 100 here to the downside. So B is at 90 exactly. Let's see. From this is A and this is B. B to the upside is like at 90, so which is like a running flat. Or it could be a regular flat, rather, a regular flat. So it's a regular flat, really. It's a regular flat for a B here. So if it's going to be like a running flat, this should have gone up to like 123. So it's a regular flat, yes. A regular flat, A, B, and a C, a regular flat. Then we now have this movement now. So this is the first wave from here, wave 1 and a wave 2. Then we are seeing the internal structure of a wave 3 now of this one. This is what we're going to follow. This is what we're going to follow. Yes, we're going to follow this. And I will see this one as wave 4 of this internal structure, because the way this one went up, is what is making this a 3. So it's already a 3, a 1, and a 2, and instead of a 3, this is instead of a 3 now. So this is one is a 1, a 1, yeah. With one of this one, a 1, a 2, then instead of a 3, 3, 1, 3, 2 now, a 3, 3. So this looks like a 3, 4 that we are seeing. I don't know if you're getting my point. How do I do that? Okay, let me do something. Hope you don't mind taking more time now, because I'm trying to teach. So that you see on the 5 minutes time frame, this is a 1. The wave 1 has ended here. The wave 1 has ended here. Then we can now see that a wave 2 ended there. That's a 1 wave 2 ending here, because we have to count this thing as perfectly, perfectly. So this one is a 4 and a 5, and we now see this movement to the downside, for a 2. So this correction here, it's like is a flat 2. So after this one ended here, you can see the movement up here. After this wave, we said a new movement here. So this one ending here, ABC to finish a 2. Then we now, inside of a 3, the third wave, which is 1 and a 2, 3, 1, 3, 2. So 3, 3, we are seeing a 3, 4 here now. So we are seeing a 3, 4 here, which is going to run like this. This is a 3, 4. We're going to have a 5. So once we have a 5, we're not going to have a correction of 4 and the last 5. So that is what we should be expecting if we get that. So you're not going to take your 2 here. You're going to take your 2 here. You're going to take your 1 here. So for the first wave. And which now means that this wave started here, and the 1 and the 2. For the 3 has to be above 1618. So 1618 is here. So we have done a 2. So this actually qualifies for the third wave. So which is correct. And if I may label that, if you indulge me, it's for your learning. I don't know if you like me to take time on that. So that's the first wave and the second wave. The second wave and the third wave. And the third wave. Third wave. And the fourth wave. Wave count is very delicate and very, very delicate. It could be cumbersome and people can get it mixed up easily, but then you have to recount. Okay, so we said now at this point is where we have a 1. Okay, this point is where we have a 2 on this time frame. A 2, a 1. Now we now have beginning of a 3, 1, a 3, 2, and a 3, 3. 3, 3 seems is going to end up in 5 waves. So so when we have this, we're not done. So I'm not labeling the internal structure of a 3. So you must know that this is a 3, 1, a 3, 2, a 3, 3, a 3, 4. So once we finish 3 to the upside, we're going to finish 3 to the upside. You know, that might break this. We should allow this complex correction to finish itself. And so once we have that correction finishing itself, this is a fourth of it that is already unfolding. They're going to finish a 5 of that 3 to the upside. Then we should now have a 4 once we have that broken. So we should have a 4. Then we should now have a 5. We should now have a 5. You must understand what I'm trying to do to help us. So we should now have a 5. So let me go back inside of, so we see what is already cooking. Let's go back instead of 15 minutes time frame. So instead of a 15 minutes time frame now. So what we are going to do is we're going to bring this to this. We're going to bring, because we're inside, we must break the structure of a 3, the third wave. So we are going to bring that. So we are looking to break this. So these are funny wave because that 3 went up very sharp. So they might waste a whole lot of time to finish up with this deviation. Yeah, so they might wait a whole lot of a time to finish up with this deviation. So if you now want to count a 4, where a 4 is going to be, you're not going to use this 2. You're going to use this 2 and the 3, 5. Once that one forms a 3, 5. So a 3, 5, once it forms, then we now have a 4 and a 5 to the upside. So in that case, we might be seeing the 4 coming to this level to test this support to be a 4 of the real 4, not the 4 of a 3. Yeah, so a 4 of the real 4, then the last leg, and that is what we should be looking at to now look for the final sell to the downside. So well, we'll still have till Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll see what is unfolding here. But once this structure is taken, you can know that for sure this 4 is the 03 and 4 arrangement. I think the 4th should come here and we should bounce to the upside, but we must not break this level. With that said, so let's continue to see this structure as it unfolds the more. Bye.